Hey, it's Friday night, and I'm ready for the weekend. Are you ready for the weekend? I know I am. I know I want to sit and play games, but I've spent this afternoon playing games. But that means tomorrow morning I get up, I drive over to Circuit City. Or, excuse me, not Circuit City, because we don't have a Circuit City here in town. Or at least around here. Staples, there we go. Over to Staples and pick up a little audio recording device for classes, to where I can record what the teacher says, to where I can use it later. I mean, I don't know how much I'm going to use it, but I'd rather have it and not use it than not have it and need it. So, I've got to run and do that tomorrow morning. Then I get to sit down and try to write some essays, because I've had 4 essays that I haven't written yet that are not technically due till the end of the year. Teacher said, take your time, get them in whenever, just get them in before the end of the year, and they'll be fine. Therefore, there are no due dates on them, period. None of this, oh, we'll have them in Friday or have them in this, and I've asked them about it a couple times, and so have other students. So it's kind of like, well, I better sit down and finally do them now, because if I don't do them now, then I won't get around to them later. You know the whole deal about college and work. You never want to do it, ever. You're either too stressed to do it, or once you finally de-stress, you want to relax and you in your free time, so you play games or hang with friends or do whatever. So that's pretty cool. So, let's see, what else has happened? What else can I talk about? Oh! Crazy things happen all the time. Crazy things happen all the time. And that you find people, you talk to people, you make friends, you lose friends. Long story short, shit happens. And the way things... see, talking without a script is really hard. And I had a couple people mention this to me in a message, and it's, oh yeah, you're pretty cool. The reason why I think you're pretty cool is because you're doing it all off the top of your head, therefore it's genuine and it's not fake and blah 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 blah. Stuff like that. So I really appreciate it. Let's see if I can compose my thoughts for a sec. I gotta turn off the TV. I've got Oklahoma and Tulsa because it's football. Gotta turn that off and stop watching. Let's see, what is there? That's right, crazy things happen. Now, while I'm just hanging out in my room, chatting with a friend online, and then we stop talking. And then we chat about some video game stuff, and then stop talking for a bit. And then, like, 2 or 3 hours later, they just get on all of a sudden and say, hey, the fire alarm is going off in my building. And then I'm all, aha, losers, because I lived over in that dormitory last year, and it went off all the time, especially in the middle of the night. But luckily, it was only 9:30. And they said, hey, you want to come over? I'm all, I've got nothing better to do. So I went and hung out with them for about 5 minutes before they let them back in, and then I hung at their dorm room and watched them play Final Fantasy X for the next 2.5 hours or so. It was 11:30 before I got out of there, and it was closer to midnight before I got back to my dorm room. But that was pretty sweet. That, I gotta say, was really awesome. I've never had so much fun laughing at someone getting so pissed off at a video game, because it was always me, and I never had this chance to see other people do it, because other people were either, one, so totally awesome at it they didn't need to get mad, or two, they weren't at points when I was there to get really pissed off at it. So watch people throw their controller on the bed and get pissed off at it. It made me laugh, because it was somebody else's turn to be shafted at a game, and not me. That was so awesome. But yeah, crazy things happen, and then it's just kind of like I left on Messenger just in case if they wanted to say anything, and then all of a sudden that happened. I'm all, college freaking rocks. Oh yeah. So yeah, that's kind of what's happened to me. Are you ready for the weekend? Because I know I am. As soon as football happens, everything stops. It's kind of like I'll hop on the computer and listen to the game, but I won't watch it. But I won't do my work either. But I'll try. Give it a shot. Have a good weekend.